Yeah, it's very earthy, very grounded. Yeah, it has to do with strengthening bonds. It's about moving forward. It's about going down this path. It's saying that there is a light at the end of this tunnel. Okay. Now, if you are dating someone or in a relationship, it's all about strengthening bonds. But it's about being open for growth, expansion. So I do see it's possible what you're seeking, someone else is seeking. Yeah, some of you are waiting. You're waiting for results here. See, growing roots. Yeah, so this is where you have to ask yourself what it is you're seeking. Is this person seeking the same thing? Because it has to do with strengthening bonds. It has to do whether you actually have a bond with someone, because I feel someone here is waiting for results, trying to figure something out here. Yeah, so there could be some trust issues. It's about trusting. Okay, could be yourself or a person you're dealing with. There we have another card, yeah. So it's an energy of resting and reconsidering. Now, it could be yourself, the other person, but it's about reconsidering whether you trust this situation, because it has to do with the bond, if there is a bond or not, because it looks like there's some kind of new beginning. Something started. See, going down that path, but I feel someone's here still waiting for results and growing roots. So it's about asking yourself, if this is something worth reconsidering. So it's telling you to take a little bit of a break and reconsider whether you trust somebody to go down this path. Okay. Yeah, and it could be a person who's doing that, because it does have to do with trust. Yeah, and there it is. It's all about success and growth. Will this be successful? Is there growth? See, it all has to do with growth. It has to do with being open. And that, being open in every way, seeking answers. I feel some of you are waiting. You're seeking answers. You're waiting for someone. But it's asking you, do you actually trust this person? Because you can see this is this zero. It's an energy of kind of starting over. Now, it could be someone who's gone through some kind of growth. And I do feel there's a lot to do with financial success as well. Yeah, someone here is reconsidering. I mean, I feel it's telling the viewer to reconsider if you're waiting for someone, if this is something worth waiting for, if you should be focusing on your own success and growth. Tell me about this seeking. What is it you're seeking? You're seeking answers. You want to know, because I mean, it could be someone here who's having trust issues. There we have someone moving very slow, very much connected to Earth. But this is a person assessing a situation. You've got a person maybe dragging their feet. It's possible they're focused on other things. Their own financial growth, prosperity. But this is a person who assesses things. So it could be, just spirit telling you to assess if you're waiting for someone. Yeah, there's the energy of the world. It has to do with change. So it has to do with either moving on. Somebody may have moved on. Okay, or it could be yourself, where someone here is, it's just an energy of waiting for answers, waiting for results, but, someone's growing roots. It's an energy of a 7, figuring things out. Is this somebody you trust, or maybe they don't trust you, or they just have trust issues, period, because it has to do with change. It has to do with going down this path. It could be someone coming back around after a long period of time, but you have to ask yourself, can you trust somebody who drags their feet or comes back around after a long period of time? Because it's about what you're seeking, what it is that you need to know. Yeah, it could be someone's pride or ego getting in the way. See, planning, preparing, providing. Someone maybe feels they can't provide you with the attention, the financial stability. Okay. This is someone trying to figure something out here, and it's an energy of where it really isn't what it necessarily seems, because I do see change. Someone's pride maybe got in the way, but you can see planning, preparing, someone kind of hoping for the best. But I feel like it's telling the viewer to take a little bit of a break here. It could be someone reconsidering, coming back around after a period of time because they feel more successful. Maybe they've got more money coming in. And there we have, there's that. It's an energy of someone looking back, see, feeling like giving up. Some of you may be feeling like giving up. You're waiting for someone here. But it's when you're just about ready to give up, this person may be coming in. But you have to look at whether you trust this. Somebody who drags their feet or takes a long time to come back around. Are they coming in just looking for attention, or is this person coming in to provide? I see pride and ego at play here. Yeah. Could be someone who doesn't trust, maybe feeling that it's someone who needs someone to provide for them. But it's an energy of, you know, I mean, this is about finances, focused on finances. Someone's seeking answers, and it has to do with whether they should trust, and it's also telling you that for you to look at this, yeah, it has to do with someone walking away. It's about why someone walked away. And it's about seeking. Are you both seeking the same thing? But someone here has felt like giving up. See? Because like I say, it has to do with trust, but it's someone looking back at this situation and assessing it. You know, someone here, definitely a person who works, rinse and repeat, but it's what someone's thinking, doing the same thing over and over. Do you have someone who comes back around after a long period of time and the same thing keeps happening? Are they just coming? I feel it's asking whether you trust somebody. What have they been doing all this time, seeking answers, while you're sitting here waiting? So, like I say, someone who just comes in when they want attention. So I'm going to dig into that further. And it is possible you got someone who feels they can't provide, or maybe you were interested in them because they could provide. So it's really an energy of trust overall here. We got someone here kind of trapped in their head, their thoughts. A self-imposed trap, you see. And it has to do with someone walking away. And I feel some of you are maybe thinking it's time to walk away, to just give up and let this go. And then this person comes back around. It's almost like going in circles here. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Knight of Pentacles. What is this person's intentions? Yeah, this is someone a little full of themselves, a little bit smug. I gotta be honest. Yeah, see, this is someone who didn't get what they wanted. This is often a person, if they don't get what they want from you, they go get it from someone else. And then and it's a circle, it's a vicious circle, because they don't get what they want from another person because they finally don't trust them. I feel there's somebody who could be going back and forth, possibly with a couple of people. It's all about attention. Someone who seeks attention. Yeah, it's just, I feel like someone who didn't get what they wanted, wishful thinking, careful what they wish for. And it's telling you to be careful what you wish for. Tell me about this the world. Let's have a look at the world. Yeah, the world. So yeah, it has to do with the cycle ending. See, someone didn't get what they wanted. Things didn't go in their favor, so they go off and get attention from someone else. And then when that person ghosts, ignores, or they've ghosted and ignored you, then they come back around. To me, I feel someone's back and forth between a couple of people. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Oops, this one wants to come out. Yeah, this is an energy of feeling like there's not a lot of hope, a little bit of regret. But it's an energy of someone focused on negative, very negative energy. But it's an energy of someone ghosting, someone ignoring them because they didn't get what they wanted. This is someone who wants something. But what is it that they want? This is the question. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Yeah, this is someone not budging, not giving in. See, this is where you start protecting yourself. This is all someone protecting their money. They feel that someone's just interested in for their money. So this is a person, and I got to tell you, they didn't get what they wanted. Somebody was a little full of themselves. In other words, they're kind of expecting, feeling entitled. Yeah, really watch those people that come and go, and you don't hear from them for a long time, then they come around. Because it's a cycle, it's a vicious cycle. It's also an emotional roller coaster, a lot of negativity. It's someone who comes in with lack. See, I feel it's just sort of a pity party. They come in looking for attention, kind of feel sorry for me, feeling left out, feeling ignored. But I feel this is someone where people are doing this because they're moving slow. Because they come back around. Yeah, is this person faithful? Are they loyal? Can you trust this person? You see, because it has to do with somebody who may not be faithful or loyal. Anyone who doesn't stay in contact, ghosts you, ignores you, And I do feel this is someone really kind of full of themselves too, you know. They're kind of expecting something and they didn't get what they wanted. So they go off and get attention from someone else. And I feel that energy. They are protecting their money, keeping things close to their chest. See, they refuse to give in. They refuse to cooperate and compromise. But it's also an energy of the tables turning, things turning around, where you're now protecting yourself from this person. It's like you're ready to give up, but then this person comes in, they don't want to give up. It's like if you're ready to move on and walk away and maybe start something new, you see, this is where this person, they don't want anyone else to have you. If you try to walk away and move on, they come back around and do the same thing. It looks like just a vicious cycle here. Tell me about this Hierophant energy. See, it's not someone who doesn't play by the rules. Yeah, they make up excuses. They tell you a story, feel sorry for me, this person did this to me, they did that, and whatever it is they're telling you. Be careful of the story, because it has to do with having faith in what someone's telling you. Because it's often, like I say, it's a person who, they make up a lot of excuses. Then they come in and tell you a story. I don't think this person's, if you feel something is off, it probably is. It's often a person who's not faithful. They like attention, and if they don't get it, they go get it somewhere else. And then they come back around because it's the same thing happens with the other person. You know, you can see this reminiscing, longing for love, coming in, apologizing. But it's an energy where it's not even a full-blown apology, I feel. There's excuses. See, they don't blame themselves. They blame the other person. Feel sorry for me. Like I say, I miss you. Yeah, someone missing someone. And I feel you're missing them. And this is someone who knows because they move very slow. I feel like you got someone who's playing a game with the Seven of Swords. They're playing a game here. So it's telling you to take they could be resting and reconsidering, but I feel you need to look at that. So it's about reflecting on what happened, why, and how it makes you feel. Because it's someone who comes in and says that they miss you. Yeah, I would be a little cautious with this because it's the same thing over and over. See, they focus on their money. They don't feel it's a person who often doesn't want anything long term. They just, someone who gets a lot of attention. They have people chasing them, you know. So they're kind of, you know, like I say, they're pretty big ego here. They're full of themselves. Yeah, so they didn't get what they're not getting what they want. If you're actually refusing to budge and give in, they don't get what they want, then they go off and do the same thing. And then possibly even try to come back around. But it's telling you to look at this. Okay, to reconsider. See, they're hoping that you're going to reconsider because of this longing, this missing. And you may be missing and start thinking that you could reconsider. But you really need to look at this, whether you should invest in this. Because it's an energy of being patient and waiting, growing roots. It's an energy of someone who wastes your time. See, I feel it's a sneaky energy. And because this is somebody who knows. Because they look at the details, they look at the situation. It's whether or not someone is sincere, you see. So if you are leaving someone behind, walking away, and you have another person coming in, it's all about sincerity. And I feel I feel somebody here wasn't sincere. I really do. I feel they make up excuses. Yeah, see, this is telling you about investing. This situation may not serve you. To kind of look at it. It's about releasing things that no longer serve. Breaking habits, right? This is someone who has a habit of doing the same thing. It's their habit becoming your habit is what it's telling me. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, walking away, breaking that chain, walking away. The situation doesn't serve. This is someone who doesn't always have your best interest at heart. But one thing I do see positive, if you are actually walking away, you're actually letting this go, willingly releasing this person. And you walk away. Where you're going is so much better because it's about what you're seeking. There's somebody else that's seeking what you're seeking. Is someone who will commit, someone who's faithful and loyal. So I feel there's Definitely something going on here. Yeah, you've got whoops, this card just about fell. Yeah, it's about being confident in be careful what you're manifesting. Okay, it's getting all the tools, the information to manifest your desires. This is someone I feel sneaky. They manipulate. So they come in and they make up an excuse. Then they come back in doing the same thing over and over again. When you're just about ready to give up and move on, where you're about to let them go. It's telling you to be strong, to be brave. You're stronger than you know, to break free from this. This is one of these emotional roller coasters, on and off, coming back around. But I feel some of you are going to break free from these chains that have been keeping you tied to this person. And I feel like what you're seeking, somebody else is seeking. It's somebody else who's also letting someone go, possibly. Yeah, you got an Emperor here. It's an energy of a person who's confident. See, it's an energy. This is someone here who's not confident because they're insecure. They have issues. And like I say, they make up a lot of excuses. They don't actually take responsibility, Nine of Wands. They're hoping you can just put this behind. We'll brush this under the carpet. You see? But it's as long as they get what they want. Because it's somebody who's stuck, stubborn, and possibly selfish. They don't want to give. It's also someone who often acts like they don't have any money, even if they do. So there's just a lot of lack. And it's about looking at all the things that are lacking. But I feel the tables are turning. Things are about to start going in some of your favor. When you break free and you find the confidence to move on. I'm seeing an Emperor here if you're a feminine. But I feel we've got some Emperor here also looking at this energy. Yeah, see, it's over. The candle just burnt out. This is something that it's about breaking free from patterns, habits, allowing, it's also, Emperors are often people who get chased too. So some of you, your scenario is someone who doesn't trust because they've had this on and off. But it's also an energy of assessing this, seeing that, growing roots, someone wasting your time, wasting your energy. But some of you have dealt with someone who's sneaky. It's kind of a game to them. And they're kind of smug. They feel like this is someone who kind of feels like they're going to win. It's, oh, poor me, feel sorry for me, that kind of energy. But it's a person who isn't confident. What you are moving towards is someone who is. But someone's going to try to get you to reconsider. And if you have dealt with someone, because I do see that other scenario with someone who maybe didn't trust you, maybe made up excuses, it is possible, they could be reconsidering and releasing things that no longer serve them. But it's all about worth and value, knowing your worth. See, self-worth, self-respect. See, there's somebody here who has respect. Somebody who doesn't apologize doesn't have respect. And that's what I feel. It's all about leaving this behind, a whole new cycle, things starting to go in your favor. But it's about it not going in this other person's favor. It doesn't serve you to let somebody keep coming back in after a long period of time. And they just come in with this negative energy. And they are smug. They're full of themselves. They act like I have no money. They're protecting their money. But the tables turn where you start protecting yourself when you refuse to give in. Interesting. Yeah. Thank you, but no thanks. No longer interested. See, it's somebody who plays games too. See, they figured this out. This is likely someone who's dated a lot of people. They've kind of figured out how it works. They figure out how it works. If I ghost you, ignore you, then you want me. You'll reconsider. It's a person that doesn't want you to have someone else. They don't want you. They don't want a commitment. They'll always make up excuses. They've always got a story. They've always got a reason. But they don't want someone else to have you. You got an Emperor here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this Emperor is somebody who has dealt with some of this. See, something mutual here. Let's have a look at the star. Let's see what this is. Yeah, mutual feelings. Somebody who actually has feelings. See, I feel you got someone here who doesn't acknowledge feelings, emotion. See, they got excuses. This is somebody who's mature. They're confident in how they feel. This is the person who isn't. But I feel that they have somebody with a really big ego here. And it's a 7. It's also someone who can be cruel. They're playing games. They reject you if you don't give them what they want. They're coming in for attention. Give me the attention. Fill my cup. Indulge me. See, then when they get what they want, they reject you, and then they make up excuses and will never commit. What you are moving towards, because the tables are turning, things are starting to go in your favor once you break free and you are confident and walk away, because it's about being true about what it is you're manifesting. It's also looking at everything here, seeing, okay, that somebody here lacks confidence. They don't want commitment, but it's telling you to be careful what you're manifesting. Saying to pay attention to the red flags if this person comes in. I actually feel there's an emperor here who's paying attention to the red flags, a masculine energy. It's also telling you to put up boundaries too, but it's an energy of someone who comes in mature. So you've got someone who's not mature. They think this is a game. It's like a game to them, and they can be very cruel. Ghosting, ignoring isn't nice. It's not a nice thing to do to somebody, or to come in and get attention. See, getting what they want, fill my cup, indulge me. But you can see, I feel some of you didn't give somebody what they wanted here. I'm telling you, the tables are turning. It's an energy of somebody wanting you to reconsider. Let's just put this behind us. Okay, so just be cautious of it, even if it is this emperor energy. But I feel for most of you, this is what you're, see, this is someone who's also walked away. You're seeking what this other person is seeking. So there is something mutual here. It's an energy of coming together. It's a healing energy too. So I feel like it really actually is positive, because they're manifesting. They have everything they need to manifest. But it's also for yourself to recognize, see about someone who manipulates and they just come in to get attention. Then they block you, they push you away, and it hurts. Fool me once, twice, three times energy. Some of you have dealt with this. So it's about knowing, it's about learning your lessons. See, it's a person who comes in looking for the physical. They're enthusiastic. It can be fun. But in the end, it's an energy of getting hurt. So this is somebody who does this, and they do this to other people. And they, it's like, but you hurt me. See, they never really apologize. It's always about themselves, and that's what I feel. I feel it's saying just walk away. See, walk away. What you're seeking, someone else is seeking. They're also leaving negativity. People who are negative, ghost, ignore, people who use people. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. See, this is where you know something feels off. Some of you know it felt off, and you trusted this person, and then they hurt you. They rush in, rush out. And they don't really apologize. It's almost like, and I'll tell you too, there's that energy of blocked, guarded, pushing away. It's an energy of standing up. This is where you finally stand up to this person. Oh, and they don't like that one bit. But I'm loving where you're going. What you're seeking, someone else is seeking. I see growth, prosperity, and abundance. You're both seeking something long term. See, it's an energy of faith. Somebody who will actually commit. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a masculine who's dealt with the same energy. Because I'm seeing this temperance, taking a step back, seeing things different. This is where, once you connect with this person, this is what I feel. It's like you're going to connect with this person. You're about to, I feel some of you are going to be tempted to let this person in. But you know something feels off. It doesn't feel right. So it's a temptation. It's about avoiding that temptation. And they're going to try to tempt you in some way. So like I say, they want you to indulge them. This is somebody who's often generous, and they will indulge you. So it's all about protecting yourself, refusing to give in. Thanks, but no thanks. Stand up for yourself, it's saying, because this is somebody who rushes in and rushes out. And some of you also, it's somebody who often will block you before you get a chance to defend yourself. So that's where I feel it's telling you to look at all this, okay, before you reconsider somebody coming back in who's tempting you. But I feel it's where you're going to know this is off, because if there's the red flags are cautioning you. But it's, and don't ignore them, because I see someone ignoring those, the red flags, the warning. It's where you just know you can't trust them. Somebody who's hurt you as many as 3 times. Yeah. Interesting energy, but you're seeking the same as someone else. Yeah, we have a person who's single, enjoying the fruits of their labor. They're stable. 2 single people seeking the same thing. So if you have someone who's trying to tempt you to come back in, it's telling you to think it through. So think it through. Someone who hurts you. Anybody who hurts you, or is this cruel? It's a 7. It's cruel. You're waiting. A gentleman doesn't keep a lady waiting. This is another thing. If you are the feminine watching, and it looks like this is coming from, it could be from I do see the masculine perspective of dealing with some of the same thing. Someone who didn't pay attention to the warning signs, and they were tempted to let someone back in. See, so obviously it's that on and off energy. It's an emotional roller coaster. So this is somebody getting off that emotional roller coaster. Someone who's released someone. They've released them. They've thought things through, choosing their battles. See, this is someone who doesn't want to, I'm not going there again. I'm walking away. But the interesting thing is it's a person who's confident. They have self-control. What you have is someone here who doesn't have a lot of self-control. Overall, it's just immature. They're smug. They really think they're getting away with something, right? So pretty interesting. Yeah, it's telling you to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You already know the answers you're seeking. Someone here has been keeping a secret, but this is the interesting thing is I feel like maybe you've connected with this person. Now you don't trust because of this past energy. It's telling you to release it and let it go. Like this person's also letting go of trust issues because of what someone else did. And they're confident. They have faith in themselves and what they're manifesting. And I feel you're kind of mirroring this person. There's something mutual here. Yeah, you're both dealing with some of the same issues, but this is all about doing it together. This is 2 people coming together, healing, finding strength in each other here. But it's an energy of single, walking away. It's better to be single. Yeah. Tell me about the High Priestess. Yeah, see, this is someone reflecting on how something happened, how it played out, leaving it behind. It's time to live in the moment and let this go. This is an energy of fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times. See what's happening? I think this masculine's dealt with some of the same energy, but you're seeking what they're seeking. Somebody who is successful, somebody who wants something long-term. You know, it's telling you there's a light at the end of the tunnel here. It's an energy of bonding with someone, somebody who actually wants to form a bond and a connection. What you have is someone who doesn't want to bond. In fact, they often pull back as soon as they start getting emotionally connected, and that's what I feel. And they always come up with an excuse. Yeah. There's your Emperor. What is this Emperor's intentions? Yeah, their intentions are love. See, this is an energy of the 2 of you coming together, strengthening a bond. You both want a strong bond, a strong connection. You both want someone who's loyal, faithful. Yeah, taking a pause, checking things out, looking at things from a whole different perspective. See, once you connect with this person who's confident and you come together, and it is a healing. Both of you, maybe, like I say, it's almost mutual. It's about both leaving this behind, going down this path together. I feel it's almost like strength in numbers, the 2 of you. But I love that you're mirroring each other. You've both gone through similar things. You've been hurt. You have people who aren't loyal or aren't faithful. Some of you have, standing up to somebody and finally walking away. But others of you, it's often a person who blocks you before you even get a chance to say anything. So I'm sensing somebody who's kind of a coward. They always come up with excuses. Yeah, it's a person who never really apologizes. In other words, feels sorry for me, poor me, this person hurt me, this is what they did to me. If it feels off, it's off. If it doesn't feel right. This feels right. Someone who comes in mature and confident. They take you out. They're generous. They want to spend time with you. They want to be with you. They want growth. They want it to go somewhere. So I love the energy of taking a pause and looking at this. It's telling you to trust your intuition, okay? Yeah, see, kindness, compassion. Two people who care. See, it's about two people who care that are there for each other. I feel both of you are going to go down this path together. It's almost like, I mean, it's really interesting how this Eight of Wands energy is here twice with two people walking away. Seeking something new, finally leaving it behind, and reflecting on it too. And you could both be reflecting on things that have happened in the past, and this is where you recognize the signs, okay, that it feels right, because they're kind, compassionate, caring. They respect you. They come in a respectful manner. This is not respectful. Someone who doesn't even let you defend yourself. They push you away. They reject you. It's just cruel. I just feel someone who likes to play games, and they're smug about it too. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, this is where you finally cut them out. Speaking up, speaking your mind. You see, this is where this person likely felt defeated too. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to probably try to come back in. But I feel like you're already going down this new path. It's someone who doesn't want someone else to have them, but yet they won't make any commitment. Going down the path. Where are you going? Yep. See, it's an energy of looking at this. It's not the right person. They're not right for you. Something feels off. And I actually feel over a period of time with the world, there's not really even a lot of chemistry left, is often what happens anyway. See, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You're putting this behind. You're cutting them out. You're seeking truth. And this is when you realize the situation didn't serve you. You maybe even took a risk. I feel taking a risk. This person I feel has done the same, but now we have this Emperor. Beautiful, yep. Putting on the brakes, taking a look. But see, this is where you're taking your power back from someone. But what you have is a person who's taking the lead. They come in and they're confident. Yeah, very, very nice energy. There's the Tower. See the shock where you devastate somebody because you cut them out. Or they do this to you because they're cruel. It's like, you know, and it's somebody who wants forgiveness. Forgive me. I miss you. You know, I think you're going to be speaking up and speaking your mind here. And I do see the Tower coming down. I do see pushing this person away, standing up for yourself, taking back your power. So I'm loving. I feel both of you and this other person, but I feel like you're going to connect with this person. It's like you're both wanting the same thing. Yeah, a fresh new start. There it is. A fresh new start, a new opportunity, an offer, an invitation. See, someone who's generous, where you reciprocate. They're generous with their time, their energy. And that's what I feel. This other person doesn't. This is where you no longer talk to this other person. You're no longer giving to them. I feel like it's almost like you've met your match here because it's like you're mirroring this person. You both, reaching out, giving each other what you need, filling each other's cup, reciprocating. You feel it's reciprocated. This is what I feel. And this is what you were waiting for. But while you're doing this waiting, you've got this person coming in. It's going to likely happen out of the blue, but this is a whole new cycle, I feel. Some of you are, like I say, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But it's all about finding the strength to let this go. Yeah, it's an energy where someone doesn't put any effort. And it's also telling you while you're waiting, focus on work and other things. Do your inner work. Okay, but it's about two people going to come together to build here. And I love that so much here. And I'm going to tell you, if you are even thinking of comparing or taking a step back, tempted by this person, it's saying to do so at your own risk. It's saying to be wise. Don't be afraid to speak up. Even with this other person, speak up, speak your mind, say what you need to say. But I feel we've got two people really, you're seeking the same thing. Yeah, building a foundation, putting in effort. I see a house, a home, a reason to celebrate. So this is the Tower coming down. Could be a divorce, could be anything here, but it's an energy where this is the truth is you're not faithful, or they're not faithful. It's also someone who's projecting. See, somebody who projects. their own lack and negativity onto the other person. So it's telling you to speak up. Don't be afraid to be discerning. This person can take it. They're caught because why? They're confident. They don't need to run away. Interesting. And there's that Eight of Wands. Things moving, coming in fast. This is someone who moves. See, there's momentum. They talk. They stay in communication. This is movement forward, but this is yourself. I do think this person's going to try to come back in for some of you. And you've maybe been waiting for this. But while you're waiting, focus on yourself, your house, your home. Focus on work. Do your own inner work. And that's what I feel. It's about loving yourselves first. You and this person, learning to love yourselves first. Self-worth, self-respect. So you have a new crush here. So it's interesting how the tables have turned. But it's not in the way where it's this person where now you're in control. It could be for some of you. But I'm going to tell you, fool me once, twice, three times. The situation doesn't serve. So a little caution. I think you know. Yeah. So someone who comes in and actually takes you on a date. They actually ask you out. They don't just come in when they want attention. They spend time. They're generous. This is King of Cups, mature. With this Emperor is somebody mature. They do things in the traditional manner. They take you on a date. They're confident in what they're manifesting. So they're serious. So you've got somebody here, I feel, who never really was and someone who is. So it's telling you to pay attention to those signs. Interesting. Yeah. See, comparing apples to oranges too. Nothing compares. So I feel if you're comparing this person to someone else, nothing, it's apples to oranges. Yeah, you're going down a new path. This is a whole new path here. Crazy energy. I did not expect this with this reading, but I am telling you, it's about being open, okay? Seeking. It's about asking yourself what it is you want, what makes you happy, what fulfills you emotionally. By being discerning and questioning what is someone's intentions, what it is that they want. It's kind, it's compassionate. I can see the Queen of Cups. Yeah. I really like this. This is two people going to come together here. You're both confident too, and this is why you're letting go of these trust issues. You're just going to let it go because it doesn't serve to hold on to that. It's time to go down a whole new path. Yeah, see, taking more time to get to know someone too, moving forward. See, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. This is two people. I feel we've got two people who've just have been at the point of just giving up. It's like the same thing keeps happening. So you have to look at what it is you need to let go of. Okay. The star is also about being you, being the real you, being yourself. So there it is, two people forming a bond. You're going to form a bond with this other person. But I feel there's somebody here who rejects you, ignores you, to avoid forming that bond because they actually just want to be single. They just want you to fill my cup, give me what I need. So interesting. So this is I feel there's two people who've never really got what they wanted out of a relationship. I feel some of you have been too trusting and maybe rushing into things too quickly, trusting too easily. Because it has to do with someone earning it and putting in the effort. This is someone who's going to earn it by dating you. So, very nice. Take care, everybody. I wish you the best, and bye for now.